So I stood my ground today with my mother, because, yeah, for my ancestors. Yeah, because I'm breaking generational curses. And my mom likes to play games and lie and deceive. And I told her I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I said, I don't want you to talk to me anymore. Just leave me be. I said, you can have your cigarettes. You can have all that stuff. Just leave me alone. And this isn't the first time that I've actually asked her to leave me alone. But she has to try and tempt me back in, like I said. And it works. That's my own choice. It isn't, it's not even her fault then. It's mine. It's mine. It's my decision to do so. I'm the only one that can take it away. It's still wrong to try and tempt somebody, though. That's the devil. That's what the devil does. And so, but it's a control tactic. It's what it is. And I'm sick of being control. I'm sick of wanting somebody trying to control me like that. I'm not trying to do that to anybody else. So what the hell? Why in the hell? And I mean, it's actually such a red flag in the discerning. Like, it's so apparent, because I went in and I told her that I didn't. I said, I don't want your cigarettes. I said, I can't pretend that you didn't do what you've done to me. That I can't pretend. I can't do that. I can't act like it didn't happen with her, because she wants me to act every day like she hasn't tried to. She's been terrible, awful. The word covert narcissist, delusional. It's been rough. I've been the abused for a long time. And I'm not a misery love company type of person. And then even when I did try and talk to people, nobody believed me. So I had to go within, and that was fine with me. I'm glad about that, actually. That's how I found God. That's how I found out how to do all this. So and I even told her that too. Like I said, dude, I'm grateful. Thank you for all this hell that you put me through, because it only made me realize how strong I was. And so I'm actually really grateful for it. I am. I wouldn't have known, type deal. But she doesn't realize how much of a red flag it is that she can't even come back and apologize. She just tries to tempt me back in to try and get my energy so she can have my energy. But she doesn't give a shit about me. She doesn't. It doesn't work that way at all. She knows that I have a big heart and she uses it against me. But like I said, it's still my choice. My choice. It's my decision. My power is my power. My energy is my energy. Just like her energy is her energy. So when she's been using it in a bad, that's why I got to give it to God. That's the real laws of the universe, and that's what I've been doing. I've been not, don't have bad intent back. Give it to God. If somebody comes with you with bad intent, you gotta, especially somebody that's been using your energy against you, or just taking it, you have to give it to God, because there's too much going on that you don't know. So you have to let God handle it. You can't be mad about it. You have to go, you know what, this is fucked up and I can't see it for what it is. And so, God, you got to take this from me, because it's not fair for me. It's me trying to play God. It's me. It's just like somebody else has tried to do in my life, and that you can't do that. Everybody has their own right. Everybody has their own free will. Everybody has their own life to live. You do not impose yourself on another. You do not impede yourself on another. It does not work that way, and vice versa. You can't let anybody do it to you either. We all have the choice for that. That is our power. We don't know it, though. Doesn't mean if somebody comes at you, it's your decision to make sure if they do or they don't, though. It doesn't mean that somebody can come at you. That's why God's got to handle that part. And your ancestors, the angels, spirit guides, call on your team and say, I need judgment. I need God's judgment in this, because I don't want revenge. I don't want vengeance. It's not mine. It's not mine to be to do that. If somebody comes at you with bad or ill intentions, you don't do it back, because you're just asking for it then. That's karma. You're asking for it back then. You're saying, I'm okay with receiving the same thing that I'm putting out, and you don't want to do that. God doesn't want you to do that. That's the name of the game right there. Is that you should not be trying to hurt or take or be or to have bad intentions toward anyone else, unless you want that same energy back at you. And if you keep yourself in a pure energy where you don't send out bad intentions, then you have to give it to God. Even if you want to have that, you know what I mean? Like, you can't, or God can't, he can't come in and do his judgment and his justice and his karma. You have to be like, dude, go ahead. Like, this is wrong and I know it's wrong, but so I'll give it to you to handle, because it's not mine to handle, because this is yours to handle. You take the judgment and lives of people in your hands. It's not mine to do that. And it's no one else's to do it either. That's what I mean. And you got to recognize that and be able to say, no, 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 no. I'm not doing this to you. You're not doing, so you can't do it to me. And then you give it to God, and God will handle it. And then divine timing is the thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm still not dead, so I'm victorious in my right. Like, it doesn't matter. I have divine patience. I can wait all the day long for my God. You know, like he'll know when things need to be done. And he's a very merciful God too. He tries to have people come back from their own, you know, he really does give us chances and chances and chances and chances to go, hey, I'm fucking up. Maybe I shouldn't do this, you know, and yeah, but he'll step in when it's time. That's what God, patience is, you know what I mean? Impatience is a man-made thing. God has plenty of patience, you know. Shit ain't gonna go too south. He'll be, you know, I mean, he's getting, there's a lot of legions of light and there's a lot of things going on that, yeah, that we just don't see to be taking any kind of judgment in our own hands of anyone else's energy. Bad idea, unwise idea. Still doesn't mean let anybody take your energy though. That's like the moral of the story, I swear to God. You know, your energy is yours. Do not let anyone have that energy. God gave you that energy. The same way that you call upon him in this type of situation is the same energy that he gave you within you to be you. So you got to protect it. And that's why you got to call upon him when things like that happen to you, because you're like, I'm not going to be stupid, you know, like, because it's unwise. Because, like I said, that's me taking God into my hands, and God don't like that stuff when it's just it's impractical because there's just too much going on that we don't see that to be a judge and jury. And God, that's why God is that, because there he can see and he does know. And so it's like you can't become the judger and the injustice of yourself, and but you can't do that. That has to be God. You know, just makes sense that way. Plus, you don't want to hold on to it anyway. God doesn't want you to hold on to it anyway, you know, or take it in that kind of way. It's just because it's not fun, and that's what we weren't made to be like that. No, no. So give it to God.